Hi guys, my name is Demoria. Welcome to the channel if it's your first time here, and if not, so happy to have you back. Today we are picking up where we left off last week. I've actually done a little bit of stuff before I got started today because I really want to jump into it. Last weekend we found this chest of drawers. For my convenience, I'm gonna call this a dresser. I bought this for $18 from Goodwill last week. We got it up here. It was completely black and shiny and ugly. The paint just peeled off. But we love that because it was such an easy process to get all that off. It took about 15 minutes. Obviously, the person who had it prior to me did not prep it for painting. We also went to pick up a few supplies to kind of elevate it a little bit. So I bought trim to put some facing on the front of the drawers. And I also wanted to do something different for the knobs because I didn't like the knobs that it came with. I went looking for some, but I didn't find anything like what I was looking for. I have this gold knob right here that I bought a while ago, not too long ago, from Hobby Lobby. Last weekend, it was on a Sunday when I went, so Hobby Lobby was closed. So I just went to Home Goods to see if they had anything similar. They didn't. They only had one option, and it was cute, but not what I was looking for. So I decided I would go to Michael's and pick up some clay so I could DIY my own knobs. It's been a week since then. The knobs are dry, and I did do a little something to see if the direction I was going was good, and it's okay. I don't know. We're going to continue to move forward with something. We're going to figure that out together. I'm kind of thinking I would like to have a little bit of an accent, but I'm not sure. So I've been debating what color should I paint this thing, and I just can't come up with one. I can't come up with any color that would actually look decent with my style and what I already have going on in my room. I feel like a pop of color would be more than a pop in this big piece of furniture. So I'm just gonna stick with the black because I already have it. It will require less money because this is a budget project. But what I'm thinking I could do, just to add a little character and something that I can totally switch out really easily if I need to, is prime and paint this furniture black, then add the trim pieces and leave them a natural color so it'll have some contrast. If I don't like it, I can always go back and paint over this with black. So that's what I'm gonna do. We already sanded it down this morning. I used 150 grit sandpaper and it sanded it so easily. The surface is rough and I think that the paint is gonna stick really well. And after I got finished sanding, I just vacuumed it off, wiped it down with a dry towel. Right now, I'm gonna go over it again with alcohol to make sure the surface is really clean, and then we'll start priming. All right, so I have the dresser painted with the first layer of the black matte paint. For my drawers, I went ahead and painted one of them with the black paint. That way I could see how the trim looks without the paint on it. Personally, I don't think I'm gonna go with it. I think it makes it look, it gives it a masculine look. Now, if I was to keep it like this, of course I would stain the trim that I have on here. But I just feel like it'll look elevated if I just go ahead and do the whole thing black so it'll have a monochromatic look. I was thinking it looked kind of masculine with the two-tone, but it still looks masculine whenever I paint it with the black paint on the trim. So both drawer fronts lean masculine to me, but this one just looks more expensive because of the monochromatic look of it. I think this cheapens it, so I'm going to make the executive decision and go ahead and paint it. I hope you guys agree with me, but I can always use the knobs to have a little more fun with, so I'm not going to do that tonight. The lighting's getting dark. It's like 5:30 right now. This took me a lot longer than I thought it would, but we only have a little bit to go. So I'm going to put my second layer of paint on my drawer fronts and on the dresser, and then glue the trim down, and then we'll be ready for the knobs. I need the knobs to do something. I need the knobs to be real cute. I need the knobs to be extra special and just something unique and pretty. And I'm gonna need to, have a fresh set of eyes, and I need to be morning, drinking coffee. Happy Saturday. So I got everything painted. I got the trim glued down. Now we're gonna work on these little knobs. These are the knobs that I made last weekend. I don't know where I got this bright idea from, but I'm glad to do something new. I just find it fun to be able to experiment. So what I did, I took some clay and I rolled it into balls and I wrapped it around the knobs that came with the dresser. This is the shape that I got. I made these a lot bigger than the knob that I showed you, and it's not perfectly round. And that's intentional because I'm making this by hand and they're all going to be a little bit different. I figured I might as well lean into that organic look instead of trying to get it perfect. So that's what I did. After I let them dry, I decided I would test one out for you guys. I painted it with this brushed metal paint by Folk Art, and the color is brushed bronze. It's not that close. It's more of this color. This is how it compares to the knob from Hobby Lobby. This was a little more yellow. This was a little darker, but very close. Because this is like a just experiment and I want to do something special with the dresser just to make it pop a little bit, I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to bring in a little more color. And because I have 8 knobs, I can play around until I get something I like, and then I can do the other ones, something similar to the rest of them, right? I have these paint colors that I picked up. All these I got from Hobby Lobby. Side note, I went back to Hobby Lobby to buy this paint, and while I was there, I did look to see if they had more of these. They did, but they only had 3. Not enough for my dresser. I need 8 knobs. So it's good that we decided to go forward with this DIY project. I have toasted terracotta, empress teal, golden orchid, new leaf green. Those are my new colors. And then I have these colors here. These are older colors. Fresh foliage, sand dollar, and pure black. Let's go ahead and get started. So these are my knobs with the different color paints. I decided not to do anything with this except for this tiny little dot right here. Yeah, but I was trying to have a little more fun with these. Yeah. Definitely not good at all. This is horrible. I can't stop grinning at these knobs. These knobs had me thinking this whole thing was gonna be ruined. I just couldn't figure out what to do. I was on Pinterest just scrolling and looking for something that inspired me, and I couldn't find anything. I even got on Amazon this morning and started looking at knobs thinking maybe I should just put this off until next weekend and order knobs. But I'm so glad I did not do that. I'm so glad I just leaned into what I was already doing. I just decided, you know what, let's just go back to the drawing board. Let's do what we started out with. Let's do plan A. And I think it's perfect. Look at that. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. If so, let me know by hitting the like button, maybe subscribing to my channel. That'll be wonderful. And I will see you in the next one. Talk to you later. Bye. See, you know, I hardly ever do what I originally think I'm gonna do. And then I go off on a tangent and do something totally different. But it normally works out.